Okay. In the middle of the heat wave over here, and it's pretty hot out in these yards. We're supposed to get rain on the weekend, but that's still some time away. And so for our animals out and about in the yard, I have opted to create an abomination of a tent. More like an awning. Just to keep the that off of them, give them a place to rest. There is the house there, but it's not particularly big, and I also don't think any of the animals actually use it. I've never seen anyone in there, but I'm hoping that just giving them a bit more shade here might make it a bit, I don't know, more tolerable, more manageable. Of course, the tree offers shade as well in that section, but especially in the evenings. In the evenings when the sun is more over there, that tree is gonna have to cover a lot less. It's only gonna cover that little corner, really. Whereas this part here will be able to cover this area relatively consistently. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, but then it also doesn't really need to be. I'm working with the biggest tarps we've got. We don't have like the massive ones that you'd actually use for something like this. So I've just used zip ties to connect the smaller ones. There's a few gaps here and there, but all in all, serviceable, I think. Hunker down here, hunker down there, fucking wherever, bud. But this awning quote unquote, this tarp, this configuration also gives a bit of shade to these kennels here, just because in the evening they're going to be getting hit from the sun over there, so it kind of gives them a bit of shade there. Yeah, these stakes are not insecure at all, really. The soil is very soft. There's not really a lot for it to bite into, so to speak. So I've kind of put them in at an angle. I've put them in at a bit of an angle just to, because the tarp's going to be pulling on them like so. So if I put them in at the proper angle, it just gives them a bit more leverage to stay put. Of course, a powerful enough gust of wind could very well just rip them right out with the soil as well. But that's only really going to be a concern in like a storm, maybe. The zip ties as well, quote unquote heavy duty. I'd rather use carabiners or something like that, something actually secure. I've got carabiners connected it to the fence here, but I only had the two. So I had to make do with zip ties. I've just bolted them to this thingy here. Not structurally, I didn't violate the structural integrity or anything like that. It's still fine. I don't know, I think it'll work. I think it's kind of cozy.